on Reyna. I think they probably saw Scream play and they were just like, let's just go for this. And it's already going to be very beneficial for them because he can even take away that HP from cover.
Envy's hitting this so hard. Spike's about to go down.
They're
and
flying.
You look at the top of the ramp, it's being watched by ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. As long as he can stay alive, they can focus all their attention on the other exits up top. So nice early break-in from Envy. Cloud9, though, still has ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿 alive with Relics, and this is the duo you want here.
And he's overhealed as well, so that bailed him out from taking the damage in front and from behind. The issue is, though, is that Relics wasn't there in time. The nade trying to just flush him out. But FNS.
Interesting defensive setup. No one with mid presence. So they were waiting on contact and then will react. Kills are traded out early. Shinobi's going to fall, though, deep on site. Envy crashing in with 3 straight kills as Mummy does the damage on screens. And this is going to be a spike down in a nearly, well, impossible retake here. And it looks like Cloud9, they realize that as well. Let's just go for some exit frags, keep our guns because we are broke.
Yeah, there's really no options here for C9.
On his defensive setup, Vice looks like he is going to go just raw aim, and he's going to find the first pick. Trade is going to be coming. He knows it, but the peek is late as ℎ𝐿𝐴𝐿 is going to fall. That is your mid defense destroyed. And we'll see what they can make of the 3 versus 4. Only 36 seconds left for the offense. It takes 4 to plant. ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴 comes out as Finesse will fall. A kill is traded out, and it's a 2 versus 2. Shinobi working with Mitch, and that's a big win for Shinobi, but now he finds himself in a 1 versus 2.
He's going to play right inside of that dark cover. They were certainly going to be wise to that one, though. It was puts a little fear into them, but there it is. There's Mitch. That's exactly what you wanted to see if you're a Cloud9 fan. Meaning now they can actually play around that a little bit here. Mitch with another shot from long. This is going to thwart this push from Envy.
They're out of time. You got 20 seconds left to react. Mummy's just going to cause some problems here. But this spike needs to go down. And look at this. While Mummy is making so much noise over at A, the full defense has retreated off of B so they can get the spike planted from the Cypher. Finesse is going to get it down. And what was looking like a tough round for Envy, all of a sudden, it's a free B bomb site.
Ooh.
And they could steal this round back.
Oh, let's wait real fast, though, because Relics was trying to make a magic happen, but instead handling the early contact that's happening over at B, and then also, you know, the way they stack up A. But this actually is a interesting approach, and this is what I want to see from the triple duelist comp, is just get aggressive early on and put some fear into them. ℎ𝐿𝐴𝐿's a nice shot connecting there onto Mummy. ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿 is going to try and equalize this one, which he successfully accomplishes that task. A Paranoia, though, maybe takes some space, but the slow orb, that's why ℎ𝐿𝐴𝐿 is so darn good, because they had no opportunity to be able to play around that.
Shout out to Relics as well, getting the rocket off and then getting away, boosting around the corner, with just 33 HP is going to keep this one manageable for C9. And Mitch putting that operator to work. Mid has been shut down. They know Spike is out there. ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿, 50 seconds and an operator of his own. Big fight, and Mitch is going to win it. His 3rd of the round, and the first round win for Cloud9 in 8. That round they did it. Can they make it back-to-back? Opening pick goes to Shinobi, but Caboose instantly gets the trade. And now you're going to see the Omen ultimate in the back as ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿 is going to check, make sure screens is clear. That makes them feel comfortable enough to put this spike down instantly.
Retake here for Cloud9. If they get 1 kill, you can neural theft this, but it's going to be ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿. That's the player that we have to keep an eye on. Boombot does not get the pick, but Relics does manage to get the kill instead. Caboose connects with a rocket. ℂ𝐿𝐴𝐿 perhaps maybe was going to be that difference there. Pulls that crosshair around and then puts some caution into Caboose. But on the site, though, just so much carnage. Nice shot from Vice, managing to clutch that one out. There he is, exactly, Puckett. Big win for C9, 2 in a row, leveled up and perfectly fine. And Mummy out of the gate there punishes Mitch. That's going to hurt them a lot. They don't have the res because they don't have stage to be able to play around that here. And now they're going to send this one out. This is actually something that we saw before from Sentinels. I think they didn't like what they saw as well, so they decided to just drop back. But Mummy, oh man, I did not expect that. He had that angle too, but ℎ𝐿𝐴𝐿's so good.
I couldn't tell. Did he move a little bit? Did he miss a shot? Or was ℎ𝐿𝐴𝐿 just faster on the trigger? Either way, nice job by Shinobi playing the cross there to trade if they got a little too aggressive. And now Shinobi, in theory, could go on a flank. We'll see how Cloud9 decides to play this. They're waiting for one of the tripwires to go off, and now they've got the info. They're at A.
Well, it's going to be up to FNS here to try and stop any of the players that are going to be on the cross, right? Ⅎ𝕃𝐷𝐿 already made it through, but he's also worried about the player that could be coming here from B, and Vice. What a big win there. Is able to keep Cloud9 very much competitive in this round. It would have been a 3v3 at that point. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 gets contacted there against ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 wins that one as he jumps around the corner and hits him with an op. It's all up to ℂ𝐻𝐾 here. And just
ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿.
no real options to be able to handle that one.
Blades are coming out on the opposite side as ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 is going to be charging forward. Through his cloud burst he goes. And actually, that's what the Omen thought as well. It's going to be Shinobi on the other side of the wall waiting for it. Just gathering space. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 is able to punish the middle of the map. Man advantage for Cloud9, but the attack is coming in here at A.
And then because he's able to dismiss, he's freely able to go into heaven. He's not challenged. He's not concerned. It's almost like Jet in that regard, where she could just tailwind out. Her ability, while it depends on getting the kill, once that kill happens, you can't do anything to stop the Reyna.
ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿, nice job to get himself out of danger. And I thought the ℎ𝐸 was in trouble. ℎ𝐻𝐾 had the spike, and he was in the middle of the map, trapped by ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿's angle. Instead of moving forward, though, he gets a little help, patiently waits for Finesse to support him, and then they get the res off. So Envy is back to full force here. You have a weak Jet, but she's got the mobility to get herself out of dodge. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿's about to be pressured here as 3 players flanked.
So you thought,
they
right?
They threatened the B, and now they're going back to A again. This is the second time they've done this, GB.
Yeah, it gives them an opening to be able to get inside of there. They're going to play for this A hit. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿, though, could be the one that actually spoils this one. Does manage to pick up 1 kill. He's going to find another one behind him as well. Oh, that's going to be very unfortunate. 3 players, though, are going to fly out of this. The nade does some damage. Shinobi, unfortunately for him, though, is going to get capped off by the blades from ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿's Jet. Now you have 2 players playing this retake here. They got to finish up this kill. FNS does manage to pick up 1. And there's ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿. He makes the play. At least 1 player across. That is going to disrupt the crosshair placement, though, right? If ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 comes from the opposite side. Oh, that just got scouted out immediately there. That was so sick. And then ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 gets the kill, but ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 is going to stop him there. Now it's up to Shinobi. With a fat paranoia, does manage to connect with at least 2 players, but we have the retake for Cloud9.
Great stuff from ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 early on, but better stuff from Envy to give themselves a man advantage here. 30 seconds again. They're going down to the wire with these plants. This time, Spike is actually going to go down, so it's up to the 2-man retake, and Mitch is going to make it a clean 2-on-2. You have no idea where they're at on the site, and he's going to gather the info. Drops the raise down to about 4 health.
It's up to Mitch.
But Vice is able to get the clutch for now, or ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 rather.
8 HP. Playing a little game of chicken here. Does Mitch manage to get the connection? And it's going to be ℂ𝕃𝐿.
Let's take a look at how this attack goes down. Just like Envy, it's an early A hit, and they are hitting it hard. Cypher is going to go through the tripwire as the first fight is going to be lost by Mitch. Finesse, body shots, but they're good enough. ℎ𝐾 finds the double headshots, and all of a sudden, ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 and crew are in trouble.
Yeah, this is a really rough spot for them to be in, and it's partially because they never dealt with a player that was going to be located at the back of the site there. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 gets blown up, so the TP was there to maybe just try and get a bait off, though, and ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿's headshot will reap the benefits of that, though. ℎ𝐾 still lived inside of that rope room, but you have this off angle being played by Caboose. The moment that they try and commit into this, he's going to be able to get that kill. Finds 1, and there's no other choice here for Relics. He just has to push and hold this one down. Meanwhile, Caboose, a smart switch there. Just go to the Spectre rather than playing with that op. The problem was that Relics heard that and then was able to pinpoint exactly where that player was going to be located, so he challenged that one quickly. Now that they've made some plays happen here, they got to get this spike down, and Vice needs to fly in. Envy's ℂ𝐻𝐾 knows this, so he's just going to wait this one out.
Vice will get it down with a second to spare. And ℎ𝐾 knows now's the time to go. I've got a 1v1 available. Mitch is going to go with the operator this round, picked up from their opponent's last. And Mitch is able to find Finesse to open things up.
There's that res that came in early on when he was able to get that. Oh, Boombot could be a little bit of a problem here. It's going to rip that crosshair down. Caboose gets himself 2 kills, looking for another one, but it's ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 who gets it. Very well done, though, by ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿 off screen. He cleaned up a kill that was going to be pushing in while all the commotion was happening toward B, thus kind of thwarting that plan. Now, though, it's an attempt here by C9 to try and take some space.
Vice has been clean on his last 2 engagements. Unfortunately, though, he is going to lose ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿. So it's a 1 versus 2. He's making all kinds of noise, and there's the punish. Finesse.
They're just playing this very well.
you have to love as well, you hear the stinger in the middle of the map, so you know what your opponent's running. And you know at this point, as long as we stay back, they can't do any damage. The Jet's trying to close that gap though, and 𝐬𝐿𝐴 puts her down as Mitch is taken out of the final round.
Yeah, 5v2 here now as ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐷 secures that kill. A clean shot for 𝐬𝐿𝐴𝐻, and they know exactly where that last player is going to be. They could just take some space here.
In such an impressive fashion, a 13-4 is definitely going to give you the round edge moving forward. 13-4, the final score is getting ready for their hit. Will they be able to clear it before the killjoy comes out? 𝐷𝐿𝐴 dropped instantly as 𝐳𝐵OOST finds back-to-back headshots. That's a good start on D.
Yeah, it definitely is. And he's also going to just cut up a little bit of that vision too. So if he wanted to get over to CT side, which is exactly where he's going right now, can pick up this kill. But he will be running into ∞ ∞ has no idea. They both have no idea that they're near each other. So he's really just trying to handle whatever's going to be coming on that flank. Thankfully, though, for Envy fans, ℬ𝐵OOST does find the mark. Only a few seconds remaining. The spike does not get the opportunity to go down because there's no time remaining, and that is going to be Envy taking that win because they have a lot of stall. Look for ☆𝐿𝐴 to maybe be a bit of a problem solver for them, as well as that paranoia as it's sent out. 𝐬𝐿𝐴, though, he's going to fall right away there, courtesy of Vice, and a few kills coming in their favor. There's the 𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐻 from on top of the scaffolding. A few seconds remaining. Spike is down. They have to pick that up. ∞ has control of hell here, and they will manage to get that objective accomplished.
2v3, ∞ with the first pick, makes it a 2v2, and now it's 𝐷𝐿𝐴𝐻's turn. So Cloud9 getting the critical shots. ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐷 looks away just as ∞'s inches past where his reticle was holding. And this was massive for Cloud9. This was their gun buy. So would love to see, or I should say 17 rounds. Would love to see a tight game back and forth, and 𝐬𝐵OOST is going to try and keep it that way. 2 sheriff kills to open it up. Vice and ∞'s go down.
I think you were very right to point that out. They're also going to have some guns that they could work around with here. He's going to back up. ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐷 has the cross, and he's going to join the action here in a little bit. ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐷 with 2 of his own. He doesn't want to be outdone here by 𝐬𝐵OOST, as the only player left alive is going to be the op. It's Mitch. He's got to get that reload off there, and he does get the cleanup. They'll take the op. Thank you very much.
That's some next-level scumbaggery, ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐷.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do, baby. It works out.
Hey, Mitch, nice op, bro.
You got to do what you got to do.
You shot my
win
turret.
Some games.
Oh, Killjoy. I hate playing against her. It's tough to win me over trying to watch her at the pro level, but it's fun to see some new strats coming out.
Dude, 𝐬𝐵OOST's shot, like, there's always discussion about utility usage and positioning, but 𝐬𝐵OOST is just on fire right now. He is dominating this server.
And he was the player we called out at the start of the tournament. At least I was very critical after watching VODs. He had some off events. He wasn't playing at the top of the squad like we kind of expected following the FaZe Invitational. He really slowed down in the online matches.
That just gives Envy all the information that they need, and 𝐬𝐵OOST is actually going to take advantage of that. He's been on fire, and that's the reason why. Gets 2 kills there.
He's doing it with the Vandal as well. How many players have we seen running Phantoms in this event?
Double detain, and he's going to just send it over toward the device that does the detain to destroy it. It doesn't end up doing anything now, and they have no real choice. You could destroy that with Hunter's Fury and disrupt that entire plan. That was really their only play there, Puckett, and now it's the op as well as this paranoia that's going to cause a lot of problems. But trying to just force him out. The paranoia is enough to actually, or I should stand corrected, the nanoswarm was enough to force out 𝐬𝐿𝐴𝐻. So you got something going here, but on the side, it's ℎ𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻 who actually goes into B main to take care of one of the lurking players here. So you got some information, but you have to make a decision as to how you're going to try and play this out if you're Cloud9. Hey, Hunter's Fury, maybe that's going to be the opening here. They just need to do something, and they're going to go ahead and use just that.
Hunter's Fury is going to rip, and a cleanup from 𝐬𝐵OOST. He's got another run it back, just 2 rounds later than his first. And that's now 3 run it backs in just 9 rounds. Round 10 here underway, and there's 2 attackers remaining. ∞'s down to 10 HP. It's up to Mitch to pull off some miracles here, and he is not going to be able to finish that kill.
That was such a great play, by the way, because everyone was so focused on the run it back that they did not consider that 𝐬𝐻𝐻 was there with the op when they were entering the doorway. As soon as that player disappeared, they were like, okay, we're going to go ahead and make this push happen.
ℎ𝕗𝑠 goes down.
Yeah, and this is going to make this round even more challenging here. Mitch could actually clutch up. He does have one weakened player. It's going to be a 1v1, but no, Caboose. It's been the Caboose show the entire time.
The attacks are going to be tough with the agent pool here from C9 anyway. If they can get to 3 rounds, it'll be a win. Remember, it was a 9-3 half in favor of Envy to start game 1, and they finished strong, only giving up 4 total rounds on split.
Okay, so the detain to take anyone away from mid, and 𝐬𝐈 does manage to pick off that kill there on the A site now, but watch out for 𝐬𝐻𝐻 though. Could actually cause some distractions and some problems for this team. They will get this spike down. Mitch has been doing the business. I think that detain play was great because it did actually reposition a few members of Envy to put them exactly where they wanted them to so they can get into the site. The issue now, though, is that they have to handle this post plant.
Oh, and 𝐬𝐻𝐻's going to get all the info. Paranoia had to be invested there, and a smart play coming out of Cloud9. That gives ℎ𝕗𝐿𝐼 the opportunity to finish off the kill and keep his teammates in safe positions. The opposition will be guessing ℎ𝕗𝑠 punishing with a Guardian. First time we've seen that today.
That's going to be a 1v2. Oh, I was going to say a 1v3 potential for ℎ𝐻 in that angle, but it doesn't work out for him.
Omen can get a little bit tricksy, but the Reyna is dependent on getting some flashes, and we haven't seen any successful ℉𝐿irs so far, as Caboose again is the one coming out on top of the 1v1 duel against ℎ𝕗𝑠.
Yeah, that has to hurt C9 too, right?
Any players that go for the early peek. ℚ𝐻𝐻 is just going to try and trade out his life, and you've got your 𝐸𝐸 in the back ready to help out as ℬ𝐻𝐻 is there on the rotation.
Some more stall, dude. They're stalling them out for so long, and then he just tears through them. Only one player left alive. It's ℎ𝕗𝐿𝐼 here on the half. He's going to just fly onto the mud, but it doesn't happen. They're going to be okay to have that intel. What they're not expecting here is that ℎ𝐻 is just lurking in the shadows, man. Come on. So nice. That's going to give them all of just the opening that they need to charge onto this B side. 𝐬𝐈, he has a lot of work ahead of him here. Does manage to pick off 1 kill, but he is going to be flanked around the corner. If he can get another one, that'll be a big plus. Nice shot from 𝐬𝐈. 𝐬𝐈 with 3. He's trying to keep Cloud9 in this game here, as it is a 1v4, and 𝐬𝐈 was the star of that round. They desperately needed that. With the Killjoy and the alarm bot being there, they don't have to worry about anyone trying to push that from the defender side. Now they're going to try and take some space here with that run it back, which they got some intel as to where 𝐬𝐈 was going to be located. This was just a beautiful execution, a great hit here from Envy, giving C9 no options to try and counter this. Now it's up to this retake option for Cloud9, excuse me. And I don't really see a world where 2 people are able to take down the might of the 5 here. Despite ℎ𝕗𝐿𝐼 getting that headshot, they're still looking at some crazy odds.
They've been putting the Killjoy utility over at the A site nearly every round here from Cloud9. And I wonder if that is a big change we'll see in the future. Will she start to stack B or start to use a little bit of the utility in mid? Cloud9, they can't give up rounds. And the rounds they do, they're trying to make expensive. It's just SMGs, and both will get dropped to the ground as 𝐤𝐿𝐼 and 𝐬𝐻𝐻 finish. And Caboose is just going to check out every single corner. Now remember, it's just been the lone player Mitch with his utility on this site, and he is going to get some late help coming in as the first pick is scored. Omen goes past, but the rest of B main, it is going to be on lockdown. Hunter's Fury doesn't connect, and the spike survives that Golden Boy.
Yeah, but they're going to be split up here. A brilliant dark cover is going to force Mitch out of position. They need to close that door down, which they do manage to accomplish. Wait, no, he didn't get the button off. So they did not get a chance to close that. Now they don't really have a great post plant. They're just going to be playing within hell.
And you heard some LMG go burr, trying to burn them through the floor. And ℎ𝕗𝑠 is going to find ℬ𝐻𝐻. It's actually the Vandal making that noise up top. Excuse me. Headphones cranked up. ℎ𝕗𝑠 continues to score as ℎ𝕗𝐿𝐼 will find one. It's just ℚ𝐻𝐻𝑠, and ℚ𝐻𝐻𝑠 won't be able to defend this spike. And here they come again, as it's going to be a rotation over to B.
But they're doing all of this distraction here with ℬ𝐻𝐻, and while that's going on, mid is being taken over by Envy. So now this push is going to come through. They have not placed an alarm bot, but they're going to leave FNS there to just patrol the middle area. ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐼's waiting for the opportunity to go in here for the push. Oh, no. He manages to clutch up with 61 HP. Some kills are going to be going online here in favor of both squads, as a matter of fact. They do manage to secure one. It's a 2v2 here. 𝐬𝐿𝐴, he's going to be playing around this button. Needs to make a play. Needs to try and fake him out. But ℎ�ＥNS is too good. He's not going to take that bait. One player left inside of the market. It is FNS in a 1v1. This could very well push them to match point.
I think you saw the tip of the gun.
ℎENS has the spike, so he knows that FNS needs to make a play. And ℎ𝐸𝐺𝑘𝑒𝑡, you might be right. If there's any indication of what happened in the last game, he would know this here, and he does get the read on him. And there's ℎENS with 3. Like, they just got so much utility. Now, with so much time remaining, they can play this out. But ℎENS could be the spoiler here, though. And Caboose, a big kill from him. Perhaps we're going to be seeing him be a factor like he was in that last half. Mitch, though, trying to stop things as the neural theft is going to give him a ton of information. They're going to swing this one onto A, trying to see if they can split the difference. Send one body over, but ℎ𝐿𝐴 with 2. Maybe another one as well, and ℎ𝐿𝐴 3 kills for him. Only player left alive was ℎ𝐿𝐴. He gets cleaned up by Shinobi. Or at least for Envy, but Vice has the angle, and oh man, it's clean on Caboose. That hurts. Your entry's gone.
You can clip through the wall as long as you hit the body, and he is clear. Both of the wires are going off, and Shinobi is letting it rip. Hunter's Fury could have done massive damage.
Oh,
He's gonna pick up one. Vice up the punish. ℎ𝐿𝐴, what are you thinking, bro?
He went for it, because if he stayed there, he was going to get bodied by that Hunter's Fury. So he had no choice. He had to go for the full TP, but Vice was prepared and ready for that. And ℎENS is going to be on the flank. He can actually ruin this entire play here. They're waiting so long. They need to make this play happen. They have to push in. But ℎENS has managed to get the connection there against ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐼. That is going to hurt. They have no choice but to go for this. But they're going to go right into the loving hands there of Mitch. A Nano Swarm 2 is going to split them up quite a bit. They won't be able to go cleanly into the A site as they're back now scrambling yet again. ℎ𝐿𝐴, he's going to be on scaffold duty, but ℎ𝐿𝐴 swings the corner, bodies him almost instantly. A 2v5 scratch at a 1v5 here. Desperation time, as it's only going to be 𝐤𝐿𝐴, and it was because ℎENS swung, got the kill against ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐼, and for the first time, while all that was going on at A, I just completely beefed the fact that he has already gone into the mid.
And he just walks right up. Now, the ℎ𝐿𝐴 ult is going to be a distraction. It's going to push everyone off the B site.
Oh, he's waiting.
But this may not be what they're looking for. A great read as ℎENS is able to get the insta-punish. They know it's going down at A. Everyone hit with that paranoia. Excellent work by ℎ𝐿𝐴, and he will convert it into kill after kill.
Oh my goodness, Bucket. No matter what you're listening to, it's always that stylistic change. But in this instance here, I think ℎENS maybe just found a recipe for himself that works out really well as a dominant individual player. Now that we're going to get a fast play here toward A, they did get some intel that one player was going to be hanging out toward B. Shinobi going to be a problem solver here inside of Heaven, as ℎ𝐿𝐴 is going to be playing flank duty. I quite like this play.
This is great, because you had two players being very aggressive from C9. That's ℎENS and Mitch, who tried to push up on the flank at A. They have no idea ℎ𝐿𝐴's behind him. ℎ𝐿𝐴's going to call it out. We got someone in short, so early pressure there is going to set up a headshot. Now it's going to be ℎENS pushing from long.
But they know where the last two targets are going to be here. 3v2. The favor does go to Cloud9. They're going to be playing right inside of this. Paranoia could probably be the difference maker here. A great updraft is actually going to give them a little bit of a distraction. They got half there, and Envy, what a play!
Wow.
As ℂ𝐷𝐷𝐼, and that slat in the garage door, it's kind of common. But now they're going to have to make a play. Mitch continues to commit to this here. They'll get this spike down. Now, no Sages in order to block walls. You have to rely purely on the smokes. But the spike is down, and they're going to disengage right outside. In the back, though, you have an Omen watching, waiting. ℎ𝐿𝐴 perhaps can be a bit of a difference maker in here. He's in an island by himself, Puckett, but if he gets 1-2, that's a plus.
Finesse has been such an annoying player to go against as well. He kept Mitch holding that angle for so long. Distraction out in the mid. Now Mitch has to get onto site with the operator. Short range sniping, always fun to watch. Mitch is going to find the up close and personal injection of ℤ𝐿𝐴, but the spike still not defused after the last kill lands. It will be Cloud9 with a critical round 3 win. Mitch has been bouncing around from site to site to site. You've seen him at garage. You've seen him holding down long C. Now Backing up Relics at long A. The flash comes out, though, and Mummy is going to find Mitch at the same time. So clean picks from Envy means A has been opened up. The rotation is already there. But with the spike back in spawn, this tells me that Envy, they're not full committing yet.
They're not. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝕆𝕍 backs up. He's going to encounter ℂ𝐹 here in a moment. He did not see him cross, so he is not aware. He will check the corner, but this is going to be really beautiful. No, he doesn't check the corner. He's just going to let him pass through. That's going to give him enough time, and ℂ𝐹 now is going to activate. A is wide open. They're going to see the information. B is also available for them as well. You got 2 players left alive. They're going to split this one up.
Spike does land as the shot goes just wide left of the planter. And ℃𝐻 is going to try and break through, but his Lear doesn't pop in time, and 𝐬𝐿ipso is waiting for him on the other side. But you got to break C9 in back-to-back rounds. We mentioned making it expensive. They are hunting for this operator.
Yeah, if they can manage to pick this up, it'll be nice for them here. And Caboose, yeah, I think 𝐬𝐿ipso did hear, may have gotten the sound cue that he was at C. But ℃𝐻 is going to push this one out, and he can actually rotate all the way back because he uses that dismiss to bring him back into a safer position here. This was an expensive round for C9, by the way, just a note. I don't think that ℃𝐻 had all of his equipment there available to him. Caboose flies through with the run it back, and 1 kill, that is beautiful for a run it back state.
16
You'd want that every time. Yeah, they got to make a move here, though, Puckett. They have to make a play, and Vice can actually be the one to ruin this here as he holds the angle down. He's going to try and see if he can win this one out now as the plant's going to come through. He's going to get this, and that's going to stop them. Envy managed to thwart themselves because of time. Time was their enemy, and C9, Vice just needed to play the angle, and he did it. But this is going to be the push.
Relics with the grenade. How much damage does it do? No one is going to push into his blast pack. Instead, it's again Caboose breaking onto site, finding the first headshot of the round.
They have no idea that he's behind them. Oh, but no! Oh my goodness, I thought that ℃𝐻 had it. I thought ℃𝐻 had the kill.
What a play from Finesse. The Ultra Lurk with the Ghost. He will be put down, though, by Mitch. And will Cloud9 try and work some magic here? A 2 versus 4 for Vice and Mitch, and you saw the cash before the round. Everyone basically dirt poor.
I almost feel like if ℃𝐻 gets the kill, it makes Envy paranoid.
Trying to hit this one fast as Caboose is lurking for the front headshot. He is just checking every potential corner. Nice predictive rocket as Relics is going to find Caboose. A quick spot coming in there from his Cypher. Shout out. Mr. Vice again contributing, but it's all Relics so far in the kill feed.
That was gorgeous.
Looking at the weaponry, it's going to be guns out on both sides again, and a good flank from ℃𝐻, but he can't finish the kill in time and could get punished on the retreat.
Yeah, but he weakened so many members of Envy. Even though it is a 3v5, you have 1, 2, 3 members of Team Envy that are very, very hurt.
Yeah, Finesse is, you could blow on him and the man will die. He's your spike carrier as well. So keep your eyes on that red Cypher moving around the back of the team in the middle of the map. Meanwhile, Vice is taking over the same position that ℃𝐻 was originally in, so they're not expecting this at all. ℂ𝐿𝐷𝕆𝐻 comes out, Vice gets the info, but he also catches a bullet to the teeth.
So that ☚𝐤𝐽 ult is going to be out there. Mitch, he's not able to hold that shot.
You're down to just 100 credits in the bank and a light armor buy from Mitch, who does buy the operator to go up against Mummy. First pick is landed by ℃𝐻, and Mitch is going to be distracted by it. Mummy and Caboose turn into back-to-back kills. C-site has been opened up. Just Vice to beat here in the back as Caboose runs it back.
Perhaps Vice could play spoiler here. He actually sees the run it back. They know where he is, but he doesn't connect with the shots, and they don't fully invest, by the way, Puckett. So Vice, he was so worried about them playing aggressively. Had he gotten the kill on Jet, would have been awesome. But now Finesse, he's been just playing around with his food, and it works out so well. A site's available to them, and this is going to be where they mount their defense.
And that was, you know, all off the back of Caboose's play. The fear of what's happening on C site draws 2 players out of position. Finesse takes the opportunity to get aggressive and pushes right in, holds his angle, and is rewarded. Not only that, he keeps the site alive for the rest of his team, calls it out, let's plant. They bring it in. They're going to get this one safely, as you cannot afford to contest for Shinobi.
℃𝐻 is right outside. They're hearing some activity inside of this one here, but Caboose doesn't go in with a flash. He just tries to see if he can clear it by himself and got caught with his head on a swivel.
I feel like this is an Empress round if I'm ℃𝐻.
Oh.
Instead, 𝐬𝐞𝐳𝐿 just runs right up on site. There's no cover for him, and 𝐬𝐞𝐳𝐿 finds the first as 𝐬𝐭𝐜 trades out 𝐕ICE. It is C site unlocked for Envy again. This has been the weakness for Cloud9 defensively.
FNS needed to get there a little bit faster. Mitch is all the way out by defensive side in no man's land, but he's going to blade out. Perhaps Mitch can clutch this one here. He's going to go in for it, but 𝐬𝐭𝐜 is going to stop it.
Yeah, they've showed us mid 3 times now. Would not be surprised to see it again, but first you got to get through the jet. Mitch able to find 𝐬𝐭𝐜, but that's all the info he has. He heard one other player out in front. It's enough to get the rest of the squad to rotate as they check. CC is clear. They all must be mid. And here comes the defensive setup. They're pinching in from all directions. ℂ𝕃𝐷𝐿𝐼ce finds one. 𝐕ICE is going to check his back just in time to catch 𝐬𝐿𝐼ce. And now they've got ℂ𝕃𝕆𝐻 trapped. This is a great reorganization by Cloud9 defensively.
I also really want to commend ℂ𝕃𝕆𝐻 there for the tailwind play, because he did, with the latest update that happened, or not latest, but it was a little while ago, you tailwind and you can disrupt the trap wires. So they use that to their advantage. FNS is going to try and hold this one down, but ℂ𝕃𝕆𝐻 now is going to have to clutch this up in a 1v1, and it's 𝐕ICE who holds it and gives them 7-5 into the half. But ℎ𝐳 might be able to get 1 or 2. So now they got some intel, right? You know that something's going to be going on here.
And ℎ𝕗𝑠 continues to make noise over at C, so there's 3 players holding on this C long, expecting more, and it's just ℎ𝕗𝑠.
It's ambitious that you're going for the shot, dude.
He's like, please, peek me, boys. I'll even grab this orb in your face.
That is just wild stuff, man. He cannot be stopped. I love pistol rounds, and I love watching ℎ𝕗𝑠 on pistol rounds for that reason. His shot is so clean.
There's no way you fail this if you're Cloud9, right? It's a 2 versus 5.
Not with him shooting like that. It's just not possible.
ℎ𝕗𝑠 going for the ace as he has his 4th target in his eyes. Gonna check around the back, make sure no one is gonna be flanking. 𝐭𝐽𝑒 is gonna be called out, so now they have the location of both remaining defenders here in the pistol round.
ℎ𝕗𝑠 is just going to be waiting in the wings here. They got this guy basically pinned down.
Peekaboo.
That's going to be number 4.
Give me the ace.
He wants it.
He already dropped him down to 10 HP. You deserve this, ℎ𝕗𝑠.
You deserve it. He's looking. He knows that he tapped him before, and he's very weak. So he's going to be playing a tight corner. He's assuming that it could end up being inside of the garage. But he's actually going to send it and fly. He's just going to keep jumping and right-clicking. I really respect the fact that he wants the ace so bad. But he's not going to get it here.
Ignition Series event of 2020.
Wow, what aggression there from FNS. I think they were kind of confident taking that because they knew ℎ𝕗𝑠 kept going for it so many times. So now that they've punished it once, it does tell them Cypher's there. But they are going to be perfectly fine with that information.
And they got to go.
☆𝐕ICE is looking for any lurkers in mid. They're going to be going into this one here, and ℂ𝕃𝕆𝐻 gets blocked off. FNS has the angle up top, does manage to pick up 1 kill. ☊ICE does pick up the lurker against 𝐬𝐭𝐜, which could actually hurt them here. FNS is dangerously weak. There's ☆RELIX, beautifully done, but a lot of damage put toward by ℂ𝕃𝕆𝐻 is going to weaken ☆RELIX a decent amount now as they look to retake this. They have ☐𝐭𝐽𝑒 still alive.
1 bolt in his clip for ☂𝕃𝕆𝐻. He's going to go with the reload at an awkward time. Shinobi, though, still sitting inside of this dark cover as he's buying time for ☆RELIX to get in position. Shinobi goes for the peek. ★RELIX already with 3 this round. ☐𝐭𝐽𝑒's not only healing himself, he is making all kinds of noise to bait it out, and ★RELIX is punished. Meanwhile, the rest of his buddies are loading up down long A, and they have now cleared onto site. ☐𝐭𝐽𝑒's has got to handle this, and 𝐬𝐭𝐜 with the judge does his job down low. Rifle is picked up, so they both have weapons to fight here. And Spike's still not planted, so plenty of time for the retake here from Envy.
In the blaze wall transition around. He knows that they planted this one back. You got 2 players who are going to be trapped inside of hell. The Molly's going to try and weed them out. ☗𝑠 still alive, though. It's going to be a problem. Shinobi gets a kill. Now it's going to be up to Mitch here, bottom of heaven. ☗𝑠 is going to be wrapping around the side, and if ☗𝑠 is alive, it is going to be a problem, and that is why Envy, they are respecting this here. They drop back. They think that they're going to be swinging for hell, but Mitch gets the kill. Now it's just going to come down to 1, and ☗𝑠, man, what a play. Mitch and ☗𝑠 in tandem. Oh, they did not see this. They do not know ☐𝐭𝐽𝑒 is here. He's going to have to throw this one off, though, and he gets shot. No, they check the corner, and then 𝐬𝐭𝐜 isn't there to have his back, so he has to drop back now completely.
Again, Envy wondering, why is ☍𝑎𝐿𝑖X there already? Well, must feel good to let go of spacebar a bit. Just gathering info, and he only saw 1 down, see. It's not enough for the rest of the defenders to rotate. ☍𝑎𝐿𝑖X now trying to make noise. And they've got the info. Everyone pushing through the cage. Finesse calls it out. How does Envy react? The first one there is going to be ●𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵, who instantly throws out the paranoia, trying to charge through, spots the tripwire, and wisely backs down.
Just waiting around for one another here for the retake. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵, though, high rate of fire with Empress. Could be a thorn on the side of Envy. Back when there were ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 and friends building this lineup, there was just a lot of juggling of the players. And 𝐷𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵 wins a fight against ●𝐵 again, and also gets that nade kill on ●𝐴𝐵. That is certainly going to sting for Envy here.
2 for 1 for ●𝐿𝐴𝐵. I'll take it every time.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, ●𝐴𝐵 putting away the Sage in favor of the Killjoy. There's not going to be any reses coming in for Envy, so it's just 2 players left as ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 finds another one. Mitch takes down ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 in the center of the map, and this spike is going to be uncontested over at C. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵, the last one alive, operator in hand, is likely going to go for a save, looking for any exits. Will there be a challenge in mid? That's where Mitch is, around that right corner.
There has to be a change here in the game plan of Envy. This is something that cost them dearly on Ascent. They didn't mix things up when they needed to. Caboose.
I don't know. Did ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 just ping window? I don't think he saw Finesse transfer into this window position. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 is going to check it himself, and he will find the kill. Okay, he knew. The rest of the squad slowly working up A, and that is a fantastic flash. Gets 3, but only 1 kill out of it. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵, though, comes in to clean up, and ●𝐴𝐵 will hold the long A.
I was very concerned that he did not pick up both kills there, but ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 being there for the trade is massive for them. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵's overhealed, can make a play happen. He's going to hug the dark cover and wrap around this side, but ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 was wise to that one.
Not sure if Mitch has one or if it's all rifle gang, as Vice will be the lone sniper. Finesse playing in his deep corner. Mitch is going to check it.
Oh, no.
And it was just rifles here on C. A big kill on the spike carrier, but a rocket will land as well.
●𝐴𝐵 is managing to get into the site, and no one can handle him here. But the camera. Oh, he gets 1, but he doesn't get the second one here. Now it's going to be up to ●𝐿𝐴𝐵. He's got blades. He gets the kill. There's only 1 player left. Okay, swaps out now.
And they're calling out. He's low. I hit him.
He's trying to go for the bait. He's going to wait. This cloud burst is going to shift up here, and he gets the kill. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 keeps Envy in this matchup.
The Jet doesn't have those superpowers over on Cloud9. And down goes Mitch. So ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 is starting to connect with these operator shots, and he has been a game changer. Yeah, they're setting up the C hit for sure. Paranoia is going to go out. The cross is there, but ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 finds his second of the round. Here's a third coming through. No rocket on ●𝐿𝐴𝐵, and he is going to get denied as Finesse is there to trade. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 is going to clean up a third, and the final one found in the window. You can't really challenge long A the same way you were. So instead, they're going to put up some cover and then try and cross through.
I think they saw this, yeah.
A quick tag from the camera is going to find the player down long A, but they had no idea of Caboose's position, and he self-flashes at a costly position.
Oh, get out of there, dude. Oh, no. Oh, that is certainly going to cost him. Caboose is kicking himself for that one, but ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 has to get to work here.
Those curveballs just not going around the corner the way he had hoped.
Did not curve.
So every bit of Cypher's kit has been used, and ●𝐿𝐴𝐵, he's been holding on to this Lear.
They're going to be playing this retake. A big kill from ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 now. FNSC's going to find one, but he actually dies there to ●𝐿𝐴𝐵. There were 2 players he had to worry about. They swung that at the same time. Now, this is where I think ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 is going to be an advantage. If they use it, they can force him out of this site. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 with the first kill, a 2v2. Play this ●𝐿𝐴𝐵. They're going to go for it right into the garage.
Now there's only one corner you can sit in all the way back right of C. Otherwise, you got to back down long if you want to defend. ●𝐿𝐴𝐵, though, with a critical kill on ●𝐴𝐵.
Is he going to be able to get out in time? Is he going to be able to get out in time? He gets out in
dismiss.
time! Oh, my word. He gets out. Now it's up to ●𝐿𝐴𝐵. He's looking around. He's trying to figure out where they're going to be.
Now, I think technically ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 did get hit by that. You saw the...
Did it?
The hands drop, but the hands are back up. They're ready to rock, and both players will be coming down at the same time. Where's the second peak? They're just playing every second here, but ●𝐿𝐴𝐵 with the clutch. Does he have time?
Does he have enough time? No, he doesn't. Cloud9, they did enough to stall. They get match point. Oh, my goodness.
●𝐿𝐴𝐵 has been up top on B, and they will know he's there again with the angle of the dark cover that just came down.
It's Gonna go for it. The Lear's out too, and he does manage to pick up 1 kill. He swings over to the back of the site. Cloud9 are looking to be able to end this one here. 4v3 advantage for C9. ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼 is going to be on the flank, and he does not get the kill, so that will give them a little bit of an advantage. 𝐬𝐿𝐼 manages to pick up 1. Now it's going to be a 2v2 as ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼's going to be circling around. Gets a kill there with the op. It's up to 𝐷𝐼ce. He has been stupendous so far in this competition. Is this going to be his moment to shine in order to win this game here for Envy, as ℂ𝐷𝐼ce is going to be circling from the back, but he can't do it. We're going to overtime. And ℂ𝐷𝐼ce playing toward B because Envy have in the past favored this. They're actually just going to send this one straight through. No one's there as well, so they are not going to be all that fearful as they clear the site completely.
Mitch wants to get at least 1 before they can set up properly, but the shot is just low. The player jumping up on Lumber.
And that is planted for long too. No one on the flank because they have so many bits of utility watching their flank. That's the advantage of ☚𝐤𝐿𝐽. No one can actually push this without them getting intel. So everyone has to retake this. They're all grouped up. One player is going to be hanging out. It's the paranoia. The paranoia is what they're waiting for here. And the Lear as well. Mitch does manage to pick up the first kill, but ℚ𝐸𝐼 is there for the return frag against ℂ𝐿𝐼x. They are going to be getting onto this site. 𝐤𝐿𝐼so is going to get wiped away. Mitch manages to pick up 3 kills here. Now it's going to boil down to this moment where ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼 gets a big shot. It's all up to just ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼, the last player left alive. ∞s versus ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼. The spike so close to going off here. That dark cover is going to be dissipating in a second, and ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼 gets the kill. 3 kills for ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼. B is completely open. They have players left so they can retake. They haven't used paranoia either, which will be good for them if they decide to give this B site up.
ℂ𝐷𝐿𝐼 versus ∞s at Long C. It's not going to happen right away, but eventually you can expect that battle. Meanwhile, the bomb is rotating over to A, and Finesse has been lurking, waiting. He will find the information. Only saw ℂ𝐷𝐼ce, but heard 2 sets of footsteps. And now the spike instantly going down at B. ℚ𝐿𝐼so finds 1 in transition.
Okay, so now ℂ𝐷𝐼's going to be playing outside of this one. Removes the camera as well. Mitch on top of the high ground here. They have to hear these footsteps. ℂ𝐿𝐼x with a kill. ℂ𝐷𝐼ce as well is going to join the fray. Now it's just going to be left up to 2 players here to try and make this one happen. You got ℚ𝐿𝐼so on the outside, but look at this here. ℂ𝐷𝐼 tries to go inside for this, and it is a clean win for Cloud9. They only lose 1 player.
They can get off to a hot start as Envy is on the attack first now. ℂ𝐿𝐼x with the first blood.
That is really, really bad there. That caboose goes down so quickly. I'm actually kind of shocked that that nade connected. It's not every day that you see that one happen, but hey, stranger things have certainly occurred. Now, with that kill, they actually all decide to rotate around and group up while A is open, but the camera, that's going to be the thing that gives them the nod that they're going to be okay. They can play retake.
The C site heavily defended, though, as everyone is stacked up. It looks like retake is going to be the strategy from C9, and that's exactly what they'll have to do as they hear the spike being planted. The gig is up. Here comes the heavy rotation from the green team.
C9 have the numbers advantage. Also, watch out for ℂ𝐷𝐼, who is a little weak. No one will be coming through the flank, though, as ℂ𝐷𝐼 waits on for this one.
And ∞s waited for this rotation to trigger the alarm bot.
That's right. That's right.
So that's going to keep at least 1 player constantly looking on the flank for him.
Yeah, fearful as they use their numbers to try and swarm here on the point. But ℂ𝐷𝐼 can actually get this kill, and he manages to find 1 there against ℂ𝐿𝐼x. As another player is going to fly right in. ℚ𝐿𝐼so meets Mitch right at the ground level, though. ∞s trying to get into the action as he manages to do so successfully, and Cloud9 retake this.
Shinobi with some nice shots. Shout out to ℂ𝐿𝐼x. Everyone's like, why would he peek there? Well, it's good. It's good.
Okay, point 21. ℚ𝐷𝐞𝐳 when they played them earlier on. The problem with that round 2 was that Caboose died so early, and now they're going to just go and they're going to do the same thing here, but they're not going to give them time to set up. Instead, they're just going to play aggressive in their face, leaving C9 bewildered.
Taking the fight to their opponents. This round's not over, but you just got to jet a Cypher and the Raze left. Mitch is going to find a crucial headshot. That's the star sniper. ℂ𝐷𝐼 down, and Mitch will connect on his second through ℚ𝐿𝐼so.
Mitch is a madman. What this guy is doing in this game is just nothing short of glorious. He also has an opportunity to tap from this distance. ℂ𝐷𝐼ce gets the kill. They're so close, it's now just going to be down to Caboose. He's got nothing to work with. He's trying to heal around this, but he can't anymore. He's got to get inside of this site. You got a few players that are going to be very weak. Both satchels have been used, but Mitch has the angle, and C9 get the win.